Hello everyone, this is More Truth and welcome to my RuneScape road trip progress video. So I'm going to be showing you folks everything I did from the Skillers weekend all the way to the Minigames weekend. Unfortunately, I don't have a skilling weekend clip for you folks, but all I can say was I did some pyramid plunder for like about an hour or so, and I only got one black ibis part, which is the black ibis legs. And then after that, I just went to go do next, because I don't know, I just got a little bored of thieving. So that's all I can say for that. So yeah, that's all I did the first weekend. And on this clip, I completed all the RuneScape road trip tasks from the journal. And so I have all the 4 pieces of the compass, and it's taking me to an area for a surprise. So I'm digging that suspicious mound, and other than receiving this whole override of the hiker's outfit, I received a large explorer's lamp, so which is an equivalent of a large XP lamp. And not only that, I received a pet. Yeah, a pet. So I'm going to go to my pet interface and show you folks what pet I got. And I got the fluffy pet. So yeah, it looks pretty cute. Looks like one of those creatures from, from the whatchamacallit, like this tree gnome stronghold, like that area. There's like similar creatures. Well, yeah, it's like pink and it has like a little cottontail and has like 6 legs, like a spider. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It's so fluffy!
Yeah, it's just walking around following me and such. And now I'm going to test out the Supreme Explorer's Aura, which is the final tier of the aura when like you complete all the RuneScape road trip tasks. So I'm not gonna do combat, I'm gonna do resource. And as you can see, I'm basically using box traps to catch the grand walls. And since I completed like the medium, like the elven task system, I don't need any polymeat to catch these grand walls. So basically for less than 30 minutes I was catching these grand walls, and I noticed I got some like herbs and polymeat as well, like besides like the grand wall spikes. And yeah, I'm just catching these and catching these. And yeah, then I'm using a bone crusher as well, because who doesn't want to have a lot of bones in their inventory? I'm not like the old man with a rag of bones. And then also in the meantime, while these box traps are trying to catch these grand walls, I'm just also mining those runite rocks, because it takes a while to catch those grand walls. And come to think of it, I should have purchased some Arctic bear pouches, because yeah, I've been failing some of those traps, I mean, to catch these ground walls, so my catching rate was pretty bad. So, and then later on in the month, I kept forgetting to do the Explorer's Aura daily, so I lost out on like some profit, but more than less. And not too much money, but I don't even plan to sell those. I'm just gonna use those for herb lore to make extreme ranging potions anyways. And as you folks can see, during the Dungeoneering weekend I was streaming, and then I was doing some Dungeoneering, and I did some sinkholes as well, but during the stream I was Dungeoneering. And then as you can see, I barely finished a Dungeoneering daily, and I was able to get 99 Dungeoneering. So that was great that I was able to reach my goal in the stream to get 99 Dungeoneering. I was pretty happy that I was able to accomplish something during that weekend. So as you can see, like on my webcam, that's how I look. Like, and I was like pretty excited, and yeah, it was great, and everybody like in Monita's friends chat congratulated me, some of my other friends, as well as some folks from my clan. So I was very happy, and it was great that I was able to get on stream. During Slayer weekend, I did some giant mole with some folks in Mod Nina's friends chat. So yeah, we were just doing some giant mole. I didn't have that many kills at giant mole, so I just decided to do some giant mole. So yeah, it was pretty fun because I know soloing giant mole is pretty easy, but you have to like run around a lot, and I had to do the same thing like with a team. Like you have to like run around and like like attack the giant mole from different areas. But yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, and then also I did some King Black Dragon with some of the folks in Marnina's friends chat again. Like, and that was before giant mole, so I had a fun time over there too. And I ain't get any like super cool drops in King Black Dragon or in Giant Mole, but I just have fun doing it, and I have fun doing like boxing with these guys. These guys are so much fun. And then during the rest of the Slayer boxing weekend, I decided to do some cow fighting with some of my clan members, and I did like that for like a lot of hours because I wanted to get like as much Drygors as I can during the weekend and then see how much money I made from that whole weekend. So this is the loot from the first trip, only 5.8 mil split in regular drops. So yeah, that was a good start. And then a couple of my clan members wanted to join in, and then we actually got a offhand Drygor longsword. So I'm like, dang, that was pretty good, and that's too bad. It was like more people because the split was gonna be less, but 4.7 mil is actually not that bad, even for like a 5-man split. So that's pretty good, pretty good. And as you can see, I died during that trip, and my friend got a Drygor mace main hand. So I couldn't believe that I died um at that time where my clanmate got a Drygor mace, especially because it was close to KK dying. So I was like, wow, that was like intense. And so I was splitting like my loot with like some of my guys. I was splitting like the herbs and the seeds and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm still waiting for my friend to trade me. Yeah, he told me that he was gonna sell the Drygor mace, see how much it sells for, but it wasn't selling at the moment for regular price, so had to wait a while until the Drygor mace sold, and then we'll be able to split it. And right when I was waiting for my friend to come back so we could continue to do some KK kills, the Drygor mace actually sold, and so the split was 8.3 mil for a 3-man team. So I was like, dude, the Dragon Race sold, you might as well bring the split over here, so, like before we continue, cause I would have forgot later on, like about the split. And I was trying to get a Cow King Death Slayer task, but I've been re-rolling all of these tasks, and I decided to stick with the next task because eventually I was gonna do some next with my clanmates. Like we do a lot of bossing and such, and that's why I usually come here often, like to death, so I could, like, get some like good tasks and all that. And so my friend just split me like in regular drops, It wasn't too much money, only 929k. It's actually not that bad in regular drops, come to think of it. But hey, money is money. And now we're reaching the third week of the RuneScape road trip, which is the Minigames weekend. Yeah, I apologize that the showcase for the Slayer Bossy weekend was too long. Because I hate to admit, I did like a lot of stuff. Like I did like a lot of bossy, and then I made a lot of bank, and I wanted to like show you folks like everything I got, and like everything has to do with that. And I did some pest control during the mini games weekend, and I wasn't able to get like everything superior, but I was able to get the top, the legs, and the gloves to superior. But I still need to upgrade the helmets. So when I actually started doing pest control, like starting with when the minigame spotlight came out, originally the only thing I had was the elite void top from the Void Stairs back quest, and from there I had to buy like the 3 helmets, I had to buy the legs and the gloves, and then from there I upgraded the top, the legs, and the gloves to superior, but I still have the 3 helmets as just the regular ones. Eventually I would have to get them to superior, but that'll be sometime in the future. And since I had some time left from the minigames weekend, I decided to set a goal to get 500 kills in Dominion Tower total, as well as to unlock the dread nips and some of the other rewards. So that way I could just focus on killing bosses that I haven't killed yet in Dominion Tower, so that way I could unlock the rest of the rewards and then basically be done with Dominion Tower. Basically I wanted to also set a goal to collect all the journal pages, and right after completing everything I needed to do during that weekend, I wanted to finish some quests so that way I could complete some of the desert tasks, so I could unlock the Desert Amulet 3, so I could use that to do some KK. Well then, 2 Dominion weapons. I think that should have been the journal page right there, but Jagex is just trolling me. Anyways, I'm gonna show you folks a little montage of me getting all the journal pages. So hope you folks enjoy, and keep your eyes on that game clock. So as you folks can see, I reached the 450 kills milestone, and then as you see for the requirements for the drone nips, it says complete 25 climber endurance or special, and I thought I was under the impression that I was supposed to get 450 kills and then plus the spectate a person's match, but the requirements now change to complete 25 bosses in modes climber, endurance, or special, and then it says I only completed 2. So as you can see on the achievement diaries for nipped in the bug, it just says I have to achieve 450 kills, spectate match into main tower, and have a dread nip to release. So in this case, I did complete the 450 kills. I did spectate a match, but I still don't have them unlocked. So I'm guessing that is a second requirement I have to do once I get the 450 kills. And I'm also guessing that the 2 modes I've done were after the 450 kills, so I'll go ahead and try that. Just for fun, I wanted to try killing Sunfreak in hard mode. With using just Drygores and Void and just using Rocktails and see how I do against Sunfreak. And there are times where Sunfreak like almost KOs you, and there's also points when he shouts, so I have to like walk away. So that's like one of the disadvantages of using melee against Sunfreak. So I guess some people would like to use range or mage on Sunfreak, but I don't know, with melee you do more DPS, as you can see, but I'm taking higher like hits for melee damage and mage damage. But since I'm using Void, I'm not taking any extra damage, and plus I'm hitting Sunfreak more often due to the accuracy and damage bonuses. And yeah, I was close to dying due to these fire rings, but I'm just using Rocktails. Like nothing but Rocktails. I'm not even using any potions or anything, and I can't pray. So that's one of the disadvantages. You can't use Soul Split and whatnot. Obviously, the easy mode is more easier because you take less damage from the fire and then from Sunfreak's attacks. But in hard mode, you take more damage from the fire and more damage from Sunfreak's attacks. So yeah, it wasn't too hard. It's like a second try. I got it, and yeah, it was great. I got that out of the way. And now it's time to finish getting the last 2 pages. So finally I was able to pass the 500 kills milestone. And then also I was able to complete the 25 the 25 bosses. So I was able to claim my Drenips, and I was able to claim those mines from after killing 500 bosses. So I accomplished a lot during this weekend. I did a lot of stuff, like claiming all those journal pages and getting the 500 kills. That just took like a lot of hours to do. And on top of that, I had to get like the void outfit parts. And then I did a lot of stuff in the other weekends as well. I did like a lot of bossing, like some decent bank, and then plus game 99 Dungeoneering for the Dungeoneering weekend. And then not too much was done in the skilling weekend, but I was happy overall that I was able to participate in the risky road trip. So if you folks made it this far in the video, I want to thank you folks for watching. There was a lot of recording I had to do like throughout the whole month of May. I had a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of stuff was accomplished. So I was happy to show you folks everything I did. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed watching, subscribe to my videos for more content, and have a good day.